Hello, ThickBeardGaming here, and today we're playing the hospital. For those interested, the next series I'm going to start is going to be Little Nightmares. So I'm just going to take down the poll and start next week with that series. Okay, we're in a hospital. When the virus got me, I was hoping I would be among the majority who got only mild symptoms and recover quickly, but my condition grew worse day by day. I checked into this hospital last week, barely able to breathe. I paid a lot to get a private room, and I was lucky they managed to find one. There are no vacant rooms in hospitals across the country as the pandemic wreaks havoc. It's a pandemonium out there. So many sick, so many dying. I feel like I've become a number, a statistic. I think I'm growing sicker. I feel faint and weak all the time. Yesterday at night, they had to increase my oxygen intake. I heard them talking about having to put me under to intubate me if my condition got worse. What if I don't make it? It would be a horrible way to die, alone in this room. I was never a believer in God or in heaven or in hell. I wonder what happens to a person after they die. I've never really stopped to think about it until now. I guess I was too busy living life and chasing shadows to think about death. Well, my opinion about death is nothingness. You just stop thinking, just like when you go to sleep. Brain doesn't do anything anymore. Nothing else comes after it. Sure, morbid and probably not very hopeful, but it is what I think it is. I'm feeling weak, so weak. I think I'll sleep now. Can barely breathe. And the beeping stopped. And we're up. For whatever reason. I'm up? How am I up on my feet? I can't remember getting out of bed. And walk around using the WASD keys, look with your mouse, observe your surroundings by clicking on objects in the world. Game saves automatically, you do not need to save yourself. Chairs for visitors. Except being in quarantine, I had no visitors. The clock doesn't seem to be working. My bad. It looks as if it was recently made. When did I get off it? Who came in and made it? I don't remember any of it. The rest of the room looks neat too, as if this room was recently vacated. I spent days on this bed, struggling to breathe. It feels weird to be up in a boat. We're dead, aren't we? All the TV ever played was news about the pandemic, about the daily death toll and the crashing economy. I told the nurse to turn it off and take the remote away. Watching TV as I rolled away those endless hours, struggling to breathe, only made everything seem worse. Oh, poor man. It's silent. I remember the doctor and nurses hooking me up to this thing. It's infernal beeping, the hiss of pumping oxygen. It's one of those terrifying things in the hospital. All the machines whose purpose you don't know. Except most likely to keep you alive. You know? Pumping oxygen. Maybe because you can't really breathe. The bathroom door appears to be locked. Well, that person out there, maybe a doctor. I need to find out what's going on. Oh god, it's so dark. Where's everybody? When I checked in here, these corridors were full of activity all day and night, filled with nurses and doctors and patients. Well, isn't that reassuring? Locked. Strange. There are no signs. I could swear there were signs beside these doors. Cardiology, obstetrics, radiology, etc. Why are the windows opaque? I can't see a thing through them. Oh, great. We're in purgatory. Floor layout. Would be great if I could see anything. Locked, that's odd. There are no room numbers on the door. I'm pretty sure I'd seen room numbers when I checked in. Same here. Sealed, just like the others. When I checked in here, struggling to breathe, there were two harried but kindly nurses sitting behind his desk, answering calls, finding papers, welcoming patients. They sure had their hands full. Okay, the only door that works is probably the one with the exit. No luck. Didn't this door open out to a lobby with elevators? That would have been my way out, except it looks like I can't leave this way. I should probably find another way out. Yeah. These jump scares are somehow not really scaring me. They're loud for sure, but that's pretty much everything. Maybe because there's no build up at this point. More locked doors. Where is that person leading me? Are these patient wards? Why are they deserted? There's got to be someone, a nurse or a doctor, who can help me and tell me what's going on. Well, sorry buddy, but I guess not. What? Someone on the other side of this door? Didn't expect to be able to go in. This room looks just like the one I was in. But it's a mess. Blood. How awful. There's some kind of stain. I guess the bed was cleaned after the last patient departed. That figure. The sound came from out there. Yeah. If it scares, just loud noise is not the best. That figure I saw on the TV. It reminded me of... No, it can't be. I must be imagining things. Maybe that's what this whole thing is. Some lucid dream I'm having while my body lies in some kind of coma. Who would have guessed? The door's open. Come on, I hate hospitals as is. Or rather, I hate visiting doctors of any kind. I don't know why, but I just dislike it. And this is not making it any better. I know the longest stay I had in hospital, I think in English it's jumps? When I had them removed. Had to stay in hospital for what, a week or something like that, I don't remember fully. But I hated it. I hated it so much. Hell no. Don't trust it, it's not even a loading zone. It's just an open room. With a body. It's a locked door. With... wait, what? Was there a corpse in there? If this is a dream, it's growing increasingly disturbing. I should have read from the beginning. I don't remember completely what was it. Is someone toying with me? Am I being led? That figure I saw. Yeah, you are being led. Hi, lady. It can't be her. This is a dream, a nightmare rather, in which I'm trapped. How can it be her? I don't know. Why don't you tell me? What's that on the wall? I thought that was some kind of blood stain. But nope. Let's follow the lady. What kind of room is this? What? How? How did I get here? I recognize this place. The furniture and the way they're arranged. This looks like the apartment where we used to live. Except everything looks abandoned and gone to rot. There's something on the table there. I would love a flashlight. Hi. Lady. It can't be. It can't be her. I can't see her face, but I know her anywhere. How's this possible? She's been dead for 4 years. Nia, is that you? That familiar silence. This is some monstrous dream. Memories of those horrific events of 4 years ago are coming back to me. The doubt and the guilt that have haunted me since. Could I have saved her life had I done things differently? And at what cost? I'm sorry for what happened, Nia. Only cold silence. What does she want? Hi. Nia? Am I going crazy? Or is this some fever dream seated by my past while my body lies wasting away on a hospital bed? I don't know. Why don't you tell me? I thought this was just something about hospitals are bad. Hear the doctors. Not something along the way of dead lover? Armchair. This furniture, the couch, the tables, all props from a past I'd much rather forget. If this is a dream, how does it all feel so real? I can smell the rot of this place, a vile smell. None of this makes sense. This apartment, it was where she and I lived together before it all went to hell. Ah, a photo. Nia. I remember this picture. We had taken it out by the beach, just after yet another bitter fight. She was just 24, but by then she had already begun to show increasingly frightening signs of the mental illness that would later consume her. Erratic, violent shifts in temperament, brooding silences, fixed stares, and obsession with my whereabouts, self-harm. I tried to get her to get help. She refused. When it was clear she was becoming a danger to both of us, I ended our relationship. And then it got worse. A lot worse. The phone calls, the stalking, the threats. And finally, I woke up one night to find her standing over my bed, staring at me, her dark eyes empty and unreadable, her mouth stretched in a chilling grin. And when I saw what she was holding in her hand, there was a door. Okay, she ripped up the photo when the relationship ended. More than enough for me. And follow the door to my death. Okay, what is this place? Well, I would say we're back in the hospital or a mental asylum. Honestly, both are options that I would accept. God, the game is so dark. Oh well. Another door, a corpse. Who would abandon a dead body here? The stench here is terrible, I should move on. You're not going to jump up, are you? The door's locked, something is going to happen. Doesn't budge. Hi. Hello, corpse. How are you doing? And now the door's open. She's doing this. I don't know how. She's toying with me. I must find a way out of this nightmare. I have to say, that one got me. I didn't jump too much physically, or maybe not at all, for you to see. But inward, yeah, definitely jumped. And more corpses. Great, are they going to bully me? Are they going to surround me? What happened? Are the gurneys moving? I don't like this sound. That was the worst room of them all. Alright, another corner room. Door's already open. Great. On that night, 4 years ago, when I woke up to find her standing over me, she was holding a knife. As I watched, she raised it and held it to her own throat. She said, "I don't want to live without you." Before she could hurt herself, I leaped at her, grappled the blade away, and subdued her till the authorities arrived. They put her away in an institute, a mental hospital. And a week later, I got a terrible call. She somehow killed herself, even if mental hospitals make it practically impossible for that to be done. Or at least I think it's practically impossible. Unless some people do very bad work. Like, every possible safety precaution is taken. Yeah. She wouldn't be able to get rope like that. Nia, oh god. Why did you do it? Why did you have to go like this? They told me what you wrote on the note, your last words. What do you want from me, Nia? I did what I could. Why are you tormenting me? But yeah. In a mental asylum, she would definitely not be able to get rope like that. But maybe that's just a stylistic choice at this point. Hi. Nia, what do you want from me? I think of that note you left. The last words you ever wrote. Hi. You wrote, "I'm never going to let you go." I know those words were meant for me. Is this what this is about? That if I'd done things differently, perhaps been more compassionate, you might still be alive. In my face? In my face. And we're maybe back in, yeah, the hospital. I'm back in my room. How did I get here? Nia. Go to sleep. Go to bed. Do I dare go out there? What will I find? A bustling hospital, smiling faces telling me I'm better and I can go home? Or shadowy halls haunted by my past? Am I in a coma, trapped in a body that is wasting away while I suffer a fever dream born of guilt? Or am I dead and this is my afterlife? These dread halls and a tormented soul stalking me for all of eternity. Don't know. Can't say I'm envious of you, my man. But this was a very nice game. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, like, comment or subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Bye!